Oh dear. Shoe catastrophe. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on, wait, I should probably check. Oh jeez. Today I'm going to be doing a video on, what am I doing a video on? Oh my gosh, it's early. It's literally like before, what time is it? I don't think it's 9 o'clock yet. I'm exhausted. But anyhow, today I'm going to be doing a video on my top picks for fall and winter shoes. Some of these work for both. Some of them work more for the fall season. You know, it's not easy to wear. Some things in the fall, it's not warm enough in some places. It might be warm enough wherever you live, but where I live, it's not warm enough to wear the same shoes that you wear in the fall as you wear in the winter, unless they're like super warm. So yeah, I have to have different kinds of shoes generally that I wear from the fall to the winter. Can't speak. In fall versus in the winter. In the winter right here, it gets to like below 0 sometimes, and you just have to be as warm as you possibly can. Although some people where I live do wear shorts in winter, so you know. Anyhow, I tried to pick mostly really classic pieces that'll be something you can wear year after year as far as trends go and styles, and something that'll last a really long time for the most part. I think I do have a trend. I do have one or so more like trendy type things, but overall it's more like classic things that'll last and be something that you want to wear every single year, which I think is really important. So let's just get started. So the first pair of shoes that I have are these. And these are more like, these are definitely winter boots. These are not really something you can wear easily in the fall. They're Nike. I used to have the box, but I don't anymore. Does it say what kind they are? I don't know, but they're Nike snow boots, and they look really like, I don't know, athletic-y too. Obviously it's Nike, but so they kind of, I think, even make everything kind of athletic looking, even their like boots and things. But you can wear it with, like, if you really like girly outfits like I do, you can wear it with a really girly outfit and a nice coat, and it would just look really cute for winter and be really comfortable. And they have a lot of traction on the bottom. Excuse the really ugly dirty bottom. I just brought these out recently and I probably should clean the bottom, but they have really good traction, which is important because I do have one pair of boots that I'm not going to show today because they're very similar to another one I have, but they don't have the traction on the bottom. And I know for me, that terrifies me in the winter time because I'm afraid I'm just gonna walk out, get in the snow, and then just, I mean, I do that enough almost as it is. Like, I almost fall every winter at least once, and that's with good shoes. So I don't need to make it worse and make my clumsiness even more susceptible to causing an injury. So yeah, I need traction. And they just have these really cute lace-ups, which I love. And something like this is something that you can wear every single year. They're not white, they're like an off-white or a cream color, which means that they won't get quite as dirty, which is nice. I always get really annoyed when white shoes in the winter get really dirty, and it's hard to clean them, like so hard, and it's really, really frustrating. And they're lined inside with like a fleece, so they're pretty warm, and they have oh, I have my oh my gosh, that's where my inserts went. I bought another pair of inserts for no reason. I thought I lost them in the move. Oh my gosh, that's money I can't get back. Apparently my inserts are in here. I have an extra pair of inserts now. Well, I guess if I ever do actually lose one, I'll have that one. I usually use the Dr. Scholl's inserts. I have like really high arches and really bad feet, so anytime I can wear these, I will. I lost them for a while, but apparently I didn't lose them. I just had them in my winter shoes, which I put up in a suitcase every winter, every summer. So yeah, that was my fault. The Dr. Scholl's ones are more expensive, but they're really, really good. And you can use that little machine at Walmart to see if like your shoe is, not shoe, your foot is like a certain type of, what problems you have, which I think is really important, because then you get the exact kind of insert that you need. And you could always use the machine and then get something similar with that kind of problem fixing thing, but I think that it's just really helpful, especially if you have really bad feet like mine, to get really specific needs, have your really specific needs met. So yeah, these are just really good, and they're really nice and basic, comfortable shoes. Like, these are really comfortable. I don't think anybody could wear these and not think they're comfortable. So the next pair of shoes are very dirty again. These aren't really shoes that I would recommend to specifically get this specific shoe. I definitely would recommend this style of shoe, which is why I'm showing it. I really don't want to show it, but because I've been meaning to get another pair of this in a different brand. But I would just say for fall, getting a pair of like sneakers would be really good, like leather sneakers. These are canvas or something like that, but I would recommend getting like leather sneakers in white or some other basic color, maybe a brown. That would be really good for like those warmer days. Like we've been having a lot of warm days recently, and I just haven't felt like putting my boots on, and it's not really appropriate to wear summer shoes anymore, and mine are packed away anyhow. So I feel like something like this would be really good for the fall. I'm sure probably most people have a pair of these anyhow, but thought I'd mention them anyhow. I want to get probably the faux leather Keds, because I feel like I had a pair of Keds when I was really young, and I just really like the style of Keds, how they're made. They're really nice. So I want to get a pair of those, but when I tried them on, I kind of forgot to bring my inserts, and then I just haven't had time to make it back since then. But yeah, these are ones from Walmart. It cost like $5. I needed them for something like really quickly, and I was just like, oh, I'll just get these. But I don't really like them because the bottom isn't very structured, and it makes me feel almost like I can feel the ground, because they're really thin and they're really like squishy, and I don't really like them. But the style is definitely something that would be great for fall. Just something simple that'll go with everything and look really good. Not these, but in general look very good for the fall. Next, I'm going to show you a much more fun pair, and definitely a lot more presentable pair than the last one. And this one is more of a kind of a trend piece, and it depends on the season. It's also classic at the same time, but it's definitely more fun, less staple classic. Something that you can wear for years and years, but it won't go with everything. It won't fit your style necessarily 5-10 years from now, but it's definitely something really fun and cute that would be great for fall, and I think winter too, depending on like the temperature, because it does have like there are warmer days in winter. So these are my they're like that tartan material or pattern, and these are my Clueless shoes. They're inspired obviously by the movie Clueless. I got these, what brand are they? They're a Swiss something or other. I can't remember. They might still sell them. They had them at, what was it? Foot Locker, I think, online. But I just think something like this in like a really fun but still classic like fall pattern in like a plaid or a tartan, or if you want more girly things like maybe a pink, or go for more of like some more feminine details that can make it more your style, but still have like the fun pattern and the comfort of tennis shoes, because tennis shoes, let's be honest, are definitely the most comfortable thing, but they don't always, for me, I don't necessarily always feel the most stylish in tennis shoes, but I feel like these are very much a step up from just basic tennis shoes. I literally love these. When I saw these online, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna buy these. I don't know how. Like, I saw them, I don't even think I saw them in a store online. I saw them somewhere else and I was like, are these still in stock? And then I looked at the place that they had found them and they weren't there anymore. And I scoured the internet and I finally found a store that still sold them. I think it was Foot Locker, and they were on sale. And I was like, I'm definitely getting these. Clueless is one of my favorite movies. I've seen it like 6 times. I don't know how I've watched it that many times, but something like this is just really classic and like I said, also trendy at the same time. Like, you can go for a pattern that's more on trend. Like this season, I don't know if they make this, but it'd be cool if they did. Like, quilted is the quilted kind of style is really popular. I wonder if they make like quilted tennis shoes. That would be kind of cool. Be really stylish, but also really classic, because quilted is like something that's not necessarily a trend. It's something that's there every single year, all year basically. So yeah, that would be really cool. I need to look into that. But I just really love these. Like, it would go really well with the outfit I'm wearing today, which I'm probably gonna wear these today. I'm just wearing like a white high neck top and then a brown, just plain brown skirt. And so if you wear it with a really plain outfit, then you can get away with wearing like really fun, bright tennis shoes. And these definitely, in my opinion, represent like fall. And the pattern is a little bit less winter, so you probably couldn't wear it quite so much in the winter. But it is something that I think you could get a lot of wear out every fall for several years, because they are really good quality shoes. Like, they're really solid shoes. And I'm just gonna read something real quick because I feel like it's necessary. Oh, it's upside down. Do you prefer passion victim or ensemble challenged? And this is another quote by her, but I can't see it because I'm legally blind. So, but this is just so funny. And I don't know if you saw, but the bottom of these shoes say, they're a little bit dirty, but it says UGG, as if, and then Clueless on the other shoe. Man, I need to clean these. So yes. I think it's so cute when brands add those little touches to like collaborations and things like that. It just makes them a lot more fun. All right, next on to a much more definitely winter pair. These are they're not impossible. They're a little more difficult to wear in the fall. I know I've had some trouble because a few days I've gone out in these and then I was like, oh my gosh, why am I in these? It is way too warm. Like, you know, when it's colder in the morning and you think it's gonna stay that way all day, and then you end up being way overdressed and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm burning up. That's kind of the feeling I get. But these are literally my favorite shoe to wear in the wintertime. I don't care if people think these, because some people do think these are kind of like tacky or out of style or whatever. They're very warm, very comfortable, and I love them. So I don't think it really matters what other people think. If you like what you're wearing and you feel comfortable in what you're wearing, that's all that really should matter. So these are my UGG boots. They're the only UGG boots that I have, but I really want to get, and this may seem kind of extra, but I really want to get the like pink ones with the bows on the back eventually. Yeah, I really want to get those. I don't really care. They seem probably over the top or something like that. I like pink, I like bows, I like pink things that aren't closed, so probably gonna get them eventually. These are like the Kookaburra ones, which I don't know if it's the same thing as the normal Uggs, but I think they're a little bit less expensive. They're definitely a little bit different because they have this kind of, what is this, like this crossover dip with like a buckle kind of pattern, style. So it's a little bit different than the normal ones, which make it a little bit more stylish, I think. But these are overall like my favorite thing to wear. They're just so comfortable. There's just nothing that's more comfortable than this. Like this, just, I feel like everyone should have this style of boot. Even if it's not Uggs, like this style is just so classic, so comfortable. It's something you can wear and would be the best thing to wear like if you're just going to the store and you don't really want to have anything that's too uncomfortable, like you don't want to wear like heeled boots or something, because grocery shopping or something like that is not fun when you do when you wear heels. So yeah, it's better to wear something like this, and it'd be really nice for days like those when you're not really going to be doing anything that you need to wear anything like that. So yeah, I think that's about all I can say for these. But yes, I do love them, and again, it doesn't matter what other people think. So the last shoe I'm going to be showing you, this is literally my, I think, top pair of shoes that I own at the moment. I just recently got these, but I've been looking for something like this for a while, and it's just so hard to find in this specific style. But I am just in love with these shoes. They're like my favorite thing, and I want something similar but in a different color, in more of a brown, but it's very difficult to find these, as I said. And I'm also gonna have, after this is like one of my last pairs to show you, or my last really, but I'm gonna mention a couple of different kinds of shoes that I don't actually, at least one that I don't actually have and one that I do have, but not for this specific shoe because it's a terribly uncomfortable shoe. But anyhow, I'll get back to that later. So these are my Mark Fisher over the knee boots. These are literally incredible. They have this beautiful like faux suede, a not too pointy toe, like almond shaped toe. The heel height is perfect. I can't handle, like 3 inches is my max, and that's pushing it. So these are like a little bit under 3 inches, which is perfect. And they stay up on your knee really well because they have this tie, which is something I was looking for. I was looking for something with the tie so it would stay up better. These look a lot like the Stuart Weitzman boots, which I also like. I think those are way expensive and overpriced, but I do like the style of them. These are more expensive than the other shoes that I've shown you, but I got them extremely discounted, like 50% off and then like 20% off of that. So it was super discounted. So you can find stuff like this in a less expensive style, I feel like, but not less expensive style, in a less expensive brand. But I will say that you can't get the heel height. I looked everywhere and I couldn't find anything that was less than 4 inches, or it was either like flat or 4 inches, and I don't want that. I want something that's just a little bit of a heel, because I'm short for one, and I want to look a little bit taller. I just feel a little bit more like confident when I'm wearing something that has a little bit of a heel. Like, I just feel a little bit more myself. So I really want, I said a lot. I really wanted to find something like this, but it was so difficult. I looked everywhere so many times and I just couldn't get anything less expensive than these. So I just ended up deciding to get these, and I will say that I think they're gonna last for years, because I mean, they are really solid. Like, the inside is really solid, the material is really nice. The bottom is just like, I mean, you could probably like injure someone with this. The bottom is really solid, which is important if you want your shoes to last. So yes, I would highly recommend getting a pair of over-the-knee boots. They just go with everything. In the winter time, you can just find, it's much easier if you live in a colder climate to wear skirts and things like that if you have over-the-knee boots, which I am really excited about, because I hate pants. I will just say it. I hate pants, and the reason is I hate having things like around my knees. Even leggings sometimes gets on my nerves. Like, I will have sweatpants usually if I'm wearing something relaxing. I just can't stand something around, like, tied around my knees, which is why I wear skirts so much and I like skirts so much. That's just me. So that is why I'm really glad that I have something that I can wear skirts more in the wintertime. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do when it's really cold here. I might wear tights underneath it. Not black tights. I feel like that would look weird to have like black tights with like black over the knee boots, but I might wear like pattern tights potentially underneath these, like maybe polka dot patterns. That could be kind of cool. I don't know. If I want to find like a brown pair of these to go with like more of my brown clothing, because most of my clothing in the fall is brown. I can wear these with brown, but I feel like it'd be nice also to have a more brown pair, but I have yet to find it, and Mark Fisher unfortunately does not have one in a brown pair. Otherwise I probably would have bought them because they're so nice. But that is just one of my top picks for shoes in the fall and winter. Like, you can't go wrong with this. You can wear this for years. You can grow with these shoes. Like, as you get older, and your style maybe changes a little bit. If anything, your style will become more classic and more timeless. And I feel like that is something that you should really think about in your shoes, so that as you get a little bit older and you don't necessarily want to wear such trendy out there clothing, at least not everyone does. Some people love to wear that kind of stuff even as they get older, but I feel like most people as they get older end up gravitating towards more classic styles a little bit and less trendy styles. Although my sister will probably be wearing grunge 10 years from now. She only wears black or very, 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 very dark gray. But yeah, I think that it's just a really great piece, and all of these options except for the tennis shoes, which I just mentioned for the style purpose only, not for the actual tennis shoes, would be great. I don't know why I keep doing this. I really need to find something else to do with my hands. I feel like my hands always want to do things and I just don't know what to do with them. So the last thing that I want to talk about is a pair of shoes that I don't own right now. I'm looking for a pair, but something that would be great for fall especially, and that is a pair of loafers. I am not sure where I'm gonna find one, because it's very difficult to find loafers for me, like in the right style, because everything is black and I don't really want black. I want like a brown or a light beige or something really neutral that will go with all of my stuff and not look too dark. I think I do have a pair of loafers. Hold on. Scrap that, I do have a pair of loafers. These are my black loafers. I just don't have a pair of loafers that are like my style at this point. I got these like 2 years ago when I was first getting into college, and I needed them for, it wasn't my first semester, I think it was my second semester, when I was doing a presentation for the research symposium at my school, and I needed some nice shoes to wear because I didn't have any dress shoes at that point. And so I just ended up picking up these, but honestly these are not really like my style. They're good for maybe more businessy type like outfits, and I'll probably use these for those kinds of occasions, which I will have in the future. Like, I'm going to graduate school and things like that. I'll need stuff like this. But for every day when I'm wearing like my really girly like outfits and things like that, I don't really want dark shoes because black is just not really my thing anymore. It used to be more so when I was like in high school. Like, black was something that I gravitated towards a lot more, but now I'm like gravitating away from it. So I would highly recommend getting a pair of loafers for fall. They will just be something you can wear really comfortably without too much trouble styling it with outfits, and it won't be sneakers or tennis shoes. It'll be something really low, flat, comfortable that you can wear, but not have to wear sneakers and maybe look, if you want to look a little bit more elevated, not really look more elevated, but elevate your look more and make it look more stylish and classic, then I would recommend getting a pair of loafers. And the second thing that I want to mention that I wasn't necessarily planning on mentioning, but I thought I would, is this is just purely based on style. Do not buy these shoes because they killed my feet, unless of course you just want them for like a few hours or something and you don't want to wear them like all day or something like that. Then you can buy these shoes. Then you can buy the shoes, but like I wouldn't recommend it because they are so painful. But I would, if you can find another style in this shoe, another kind of shoe in this style, I would highly recommend getting it. Just don't get this one. These are from ASOS, and normally I love ASOS and their clothes and different things and accessories, but these are the most painful things I've ever worn. I seriously started to lose feeling in my feet. I've never ever worn shoes where like I started to have like a buzzy tingling feeling in my feet, and I started to lose feeling because I was in so much pain. Anyhow, what I do love about these shoes is the style, and I can wear them for like 2 hours without having any problems. So if I'm going somewhere really short, or if I'm like doing something like I just want to take pictures or something like that, I would wear these shoes. They're really nice style wise because they have this beautiful lace-up shoes, the not too pointed like almond toe. The heel height is a little bit higher than I would like. They're more like 3 inches, a solid 3 inches. Normally I would be fine wearing that. I've worn 3 inches before, but for some reason these just literally kill me. And I have little mini inserts in these too, like in the toe, and they still kill me. So I would highly recommend finding a style like this. I'm not sure if I'll actually buy it since they have these already and I can use these for like pictures and things like that, or like short excursions. But I know Zara previously had a pair like this. I'm hoping they maybe come out with another one this year. And if they do, I don't know. Or next year. I may buy them next year. I don't know if I'd buy them this year because I just spent money on these. These weren't incredibly expensive, but they were enough that they were definitely less expensive than like my Mark Fisher shoes or like Uggs and things like that. They were a lot less expensive. They were like a quarter of the price, I think. They weren't that much, about the normal price you pay like Rackham shoes or things like that for a lot of shoes. Maybe a little less than that, but I just don't know if I could justify spending money on something that looks exactly like this. But yeah, I might just use these more as like a prop in my room or something, like something pretty to look at, but not something I would wear if I was like going out all day to walk or something like that, because I thought I was gonna like pass out from pain or something. It was bad. So that is my, those are my recommendations for fall and winter shoes. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to like and subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to find out when my next videos are coming out. I really appreciate anyone who watches my videos because I love sharing fashion with people. I talk about fashion with people that I know or don't really know that much now. Like, fashion is just something I really love, and travel, and I would just love to share it with you and I don't know, give my perspective on fashion and show you places when I do get to travel, hopefully eventually, if COVID starts lifting a little bit more and not being as big of a problem, and they find a vaccine and stuff like that. Hopefully I will show more travel eventually, but I really love sharing what I love with other people. So I really hope that you guys liked it, and I will see you next week.